First question, which quantity is measured in newtons? Okay, you have to say among the four, which one's SI unit is newtons. So the first one, density, is it Newton? No, density is either kg per meter cube or we will use gram per cm cube, correct? It is not Newton. What about energy? It is in joules, correct? What about pressure? It is force over area, therefore Newton per meter square, or we call it as pascals, correct? What about weight? Weight is nothing but force, so the SI unit of force is Newton, correct? So which is the correct option? Correct option is D, that is Newton. Okay. Second question, a measuring cylinder is used to measure the volume of a quantity of water. Which measuring technique would not improve the accuracy of the measurement? So we have to say which is not correct among the four. Making sure that the measuring cylinder is vertical. Is it the right method? Okay, this is the precaution we have to take when we are using the measuring cylinder, isn't it? So making sure that measuring cylinder is vertical, that is correct. Making sure that the water surface it is at eye level, this is also correct. We also have to check whether our eye level is at the surface of water. Reading the top of the water meniscus, is it correct? No, we should not read the top. This is wrong method. Always we have to read the lower meniscus. Okay, this is the correct method. Lower meniscus. Using the smallest measuring cylinder available that will contain all the water. This is correct. Okay, always we have to use the correct measuring cylinder. Okay, so they are asking you which one is incorrect, which would not improve. So which is your option? Option C, because here they are saying that we have to read the top of the meniscus, which is wrong. Okay, always we have to check the lower meniscus. Next question. Two distance time graphs and two speed time graphs are shown. Okay, distance time graph and speed time graph are shown. Which graph represents an object that is at rest? Okay, let us check the first diagram. This is a distance time graph. So it is moving from, the graph is moving from 0, from the origin, straight line, okay, which means that this distance graph, it shows uniform speed. The object is moving with the uniform speed, isn't it? Because within equal time interval it reaches equal distance. Okay, so if you plot like this, a straight line which is moving from the, passing from the origin, this shows uniform speed, correct? What about this one? Distance, this is a straight line and this is 0. For example, if you consider this as a 1 second, which is at 10 meter. At 1 second it is at 10 meter. At 2 seconds it is still at 10 meter. 3 seconds it is still at 10 meter. Means what? The object is not moving. The object is not moving because during the entire time period it is remaining at the same place. Correct? Let us check C. This is the speed time graph. So if you consider the slope of this, okay, that is speed over time is acceleration. Acceleration means this graph is representing the object which is moving with the uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Correct? Next one. This is the speed and this one is time. If we are saying that it is moving with the 10 meter per second, at 1 second it is moving with the 10 meter per second. At 2 seconds also it is moving with the same speed, that is 10 meter per second. At 3 seconds also it is moving with the 10 meter per second. Means this speed time graph represents the object which is moving with the uniform speed. So what is the question they are asking? They are asking you which graph represent object is at rest. Rest means not moving. So which is your option? Not moving option is B. Question number 4. An astronaut in an orbiting spacecraft experiences a force due to gravity. This force is less. This force is less than when she is on the Earth's surface. So the force is less, less than the Earth's surface. Compared with being on the Earth's surface, how do her mass and her weight change when she goes into orbit? Okay, so we know that always mass will remain the same, whereas weight, okay, what is the formula for weight? Weight is equal to mass times gravity, correct? So we know that on the surface of Earth its value is 9.8, whereas when you are going to other planets G value decreases, correct? Therefore, G value is less. If G value is less, force weight also decreases, correct? So, this decreases because of gravity, correct? So, which option you are searching here? Mass will remain same and weight has to decrease, correct? So, check the first option. Mass decreases. Is it correct? No, it has to remain the same. Therefore, this option is wrong. B, question B, option B also, mass decreases. Therefore, it is wrong. Third option, mass in the orbit, that is remain unchanged, and weight in the orbit that decreases. That is true. What about D? Unchanged and unchanged. That is, this is wrong. So, which option? Option C. Next question. The diagram shows an experiment to find the density of a liquid. Okay, so the measuring cylinder is given. The mass shown in the balance is mass is equal to, this is our mass. Okay, that is 200 gram. Then liquid is present here. This is empty. Okay, whereas here liquid is present now. What is the level of the liquid? This is the 10, this is 20, therefore this must be 15, correct? So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is 25. Okay, what is the unit? It is in cm cube. See here the unit is given, it is in cm cube, correct? So what is the question? What is the density of the liquid? What is the density of the liquid? So what is the formula for density? Density, what is the formula? Density is equal to mass over volume. Density is equal to mass over volume, correct? That is equal to, what is mass now? See, empty beaker is 200 gram. With the liquid, it is becoming 250 gram. So, what is the mass? 250 minus 200, that is equal to 50 gram, correct? Over volume. What is the volume here? 25 cm cube. 25 cm cube. Therefore, 25 divides 50. How many times? 25 divides 50. 2 times. What is the unit? Gram per cm cube. So, which option is that? This is 0.5, wrong. This is 2 gram per cm cube, correct. This is 8 gram per cm cube, wrong. This is 10 gram per cm cube, wrong. So, the correct option is B. Next question. An experiment is carried out to measure the extension of a rubber band for different load. So the table gives us the extension. The results are shown below. So this column, this row gives load which is in Newton. This is length which is in centimeter. Extension which is in centimeter. So the first one, when load is equal to 0. What is the meaning of that? When there is no load, the extension shown is equal to 15.2. Therefore, extension 15.2 minus 15.2, extension is equal to 0. Next, when load is equal to 1 Newton, what is the extension? Length is equal to 16.2. Therefore, extension. How do you find extension? This length minus the original length. Okay. So 16.2 minus 15.2 is equal to 1. Next, when load is equal to 2, extension is equal to 2.1. Therefore, what is the length? What we have to do? For the original, we have to add this extension, that is 15.2 plus 2.1. Okay. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 15 plus 2 is 17.3. So this will be 17.3. Next, when load is equal to 3, extension is 18.6. So how do you get the length is equal to 18.6. How do you get the extension? This minus the original, that is 15.2, that is 6 minus 2 is 4, 18 minus 15 is 3, so that is 3.4. So what is the correct answer? 17.3. So check your answer. This is 17.2, wrong. This is 17.3, this is correct option. This is 17.4, wrong. This is 17.6, wrong. So the correct option is B. Question number 7. Which statement about an object moving in a straight line through air is correct? Okay, they are saying that the object is moving in a straight line. So the first option, when it accelerates, the resultant force acting on it is 0. Is it true? When something is accelerating, the resultant force is not 0. Okay, acceleration means the resultant force is not 0. Second option, when it moves at a steady speed, okay, when it moves at a steady speed, the air resistance acting on it is 0. Is it air resistance? No. When something is moving in steady speed, the total of the forces will be 0. Here they are mentioning only the air resistance is 0. The air resistance is 0, which is wrong. Okay, this is not air resistance. This must be resultant force. Okay, resultant force must become 0. Then it is correct. So option C. When it moves at a steady speed, the resultant force acting on it is 0. Is it correct? Yes. They are saying that when something is moving with the steady speed or uniform speed, the resultant force means the total forces acting will be 0. Option D. When it moves, there is a resultant force acting on it. Okay, so the correct statement is option C. This is wrong. This is the correct option. Okay, when something is moving with the uniform speed, the resultant force acting on it is 0. Next question. Question 8. The diagram shows a balance being used to find the weight of a baby. The weight of the basket can be ignored. At equilibrium, they are saying that at equilibrium, the pivot is nearer to 40 Newton. Where is the pivot? Pivot is this one. This is nearer to 40 Newton. Balancing weight than the baby. Okay, so you have to use the correct option from this. Okay, what is the weight of the baby? What is the weight of the baby? Okay, so we know that law of moment. Okay, what is law of moment? At equilibrium, correct? At equilibrium, what happens? The clockwise moment must be equals to anti-clockwise moment, isn't it? That is the law of equilibrium of moments. Clockwise moments. What is the meaning of clockwise moments? This clockwise moment, this clockwise moment must be equals to anti-clockwise moment. We know that we measure moment from the pivot. Always moment is measured from the pivot. Correct? What is the formula for moment? Moment of a force is equal to force times the perpendicular distance from pivot. Perpendicular distance from pivot. Correct? Moment of force is equal to force times perpendicular distance from pivot. So, for clockwise moment, if you are considering this is the pivot, for clockwise moment, force, that is 40 Newton times the distance between the pivot and this. Correct? So what is the distance? It is not given, but we can measure that as this much. Correct? This is small. Correct? In the same way, for anti-clockwise moment, moment is equal to this force times the distance between this pivot and the baby. This one. Okay, what about this one? The distance is very large compared to this, isn't it? So we know that this moment of force must be equal to this one. Correct? So this distance is more. Correct? Therefore, what happens to this? This must be small than this. Correct? For example, if you want to consider the example, let us say that moment of force, okay, let us say that this is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, let me say that it is equal to 1 centimeter. Clear? Then what is the moment of force? Force is equal to 40 Newton times the distance, that is 1. That is equal to 40 Newton centimeter. Correct? What about this one? Let me say that to get the same answer, okay, to get the same answer, here 1 centimeter is becoming 10 centimeter. The answer must be same. Correct? Answer we have to get 40 Newton centimeter. Correct? Then what must be the answer? Moment of force is equal to, let me say that 4 times 10 centimeter. This is 4 Newton. It has to decrease because then only this will balance. Correct? So which option is correct? What is the weight of the baby? Which is less than the given weight, that is 40 Newton. Correct? Which is equal to 40 Newton. That is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because the distance is not same as this. Correct? More than 40 Newton, not possible, because they are saying that at equilibrium. At equilibrium, both clockwise and anti-clockwise. Clockwise and anti-clockwise must be same. Okay? The fourth one, impossible tell without the scale on the beam. No. This is just estimation. Therefore, this is the correct option. That is less than 40 Newton. Next question. Question 9. The diagram shows 4 objects on a flat surface. The center of mass of each object is marked as M. Which object is about to fall over? You have to say which one among the 4 options which is going to fall. Okay. So M is given. This is center of mass. draw a vertical line. The center of mass is within the inside the base, therefore it is not going to fall, does not fall. Draw a straight line. This is inside the base, does not fall. Draw a straight line. Okay, so the base is here, which is outside the base. It is going to fall. This will fall. Okay. What about this one? Draw a straight line. This falls inside the base, does not fall. So which one is the correct option? Among the four objects, option C is going to fall over, whereas other three does not fall over. Okay, because the center of mass is within the base. Question 10. A ball is dropped onto a hard surface and bounces. It does not bounce all the way back to where it started. Okay, and so has not regained all of its original gravitational potential energy. Clear? Because what is the formula for gravitational potential energy? mgh. See, this is the initial height of the ball. It falls down and it bounces back. It bounces back, but the height decreased to this stage. Therefore, what happens? Mass is the same, g is same, but h is less. Therefore, gravitational potential energy decreases. Correct? To the hard surface. Now, which statement accounts for loss of gravitational potential energy? See students, we have studied that energy neither be created nor be destroyed. So this gravitational energy which was there initially, now it is lost because there is drop in height. Correct? Therefore, where does this energy manifested? Okay, because we have studied that conservation of energy neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be what? Manifested in some other form. Correct? Therefore, the loss in kinetic energy is manifested in some other energy form. It can be what? Heat energy. It can be sound energy. Correct? So the loss in the gravitational potential energy is manifested in the form of heat energy or sound energy. But the energy cannot be lost according to conservation of energy. It has to manifest in some other form. Correct? So let us check this option here. It has to manifest, isn't it? So the first option, energy was destroyed as the ball hit the ground. That is true. But according to conservation, it has to manifest in some other form. Therefore, we cannot choose this option because they are not saying anything about the energy. Energy was destroyed as the ball traveled through the air. That is also true. But they are not talking about the manifestation of the energy loss. Third one, the chemical energy and elastic energy of the ball have increased. Okay, chemical energy, the ball, is it storing chemical energy? No, ball is not storing chemical energy. Correct? If it is a battery, then we can talk about the chemical energy. But here the ball is not storing any chemical energy. Correct? Therefore, we cannot talk about the chemical energy. Okay. Next, option D. The internal, they are talking about the heat energy of the ball and its surrounding has increased. So, this is correct. Why? Because the loss in the gravitational potential energy is manifested in the form of heat energy to increase, okay, the surrounding, heat energy of the surrounding. So, this is the correct option. So, the loss is what? It is created in the form of internal energy of the ball and its surrounding has increased. Next question. Which energy resource is used to boil water to generate electricity? To generate electricity, there are different forms: hydroelectric, nuclear fission, tides and waves. Correct? So, here the condition is we need to use boiled water. Okay, in hydroelectric, are you using boiled water? No, we are not using boiled water. Hydroelectric, the water is taken from the dam. Therefore, this is wrong. Okay, we are not heating the water. Nuclear fission, do you use boiled water there? Yes, in nuclear fission reaction, in the nuclear reactor, the boiled water is used. What about the tides? In tides, we are not using any boiled water. Waves, do you use boiled water? No. So, which is the correct option? Which is nuclear fission. So, the correct option is nuclear fission, which is done in the nuclear reactor.